Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. A Candid chat with
All
all
of
of
us.
us. Happy and blessed Sunday to everyone, or happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday. So today's topic is the following.
Hmm. Well, topic is vision into reality. How to turn your goals into an action plan that works.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
So my name is Musumola, the face behind musumconsult.com. I'm originally from Nigeria. I'm a healthcare worker of several years, but now by choice, I reside in the USA. I work also in the healthcare industry here, and I'm a proud owner of this digital business.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico. I'm now living in North Carolina, USA. I am a wife, a proud mother of three, and I'm also a digital business owner and a mentor.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinar. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. So the first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have two buttons, one for Tuesday and one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both. Since our live webinar is every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, which is 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? So on the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works. And also you get to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch the replay from this past Thursday's live webinar before our next Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Wow. So on last Thursday, we had Elena as our host. She is a stay-at-home mom and a job quitter over 6 years now. Can you see how young she is? Mm. It's just thanks to this business that she is able to quit her job at that early age. And we had Rebecca on the panel. She's a retired teacher and a mental healthcare worker. We had Alvina, who is an educator, is still working. And you can see people from different cultural and career backgrounds all rocking it in this business. Over to you.
Okay, we also had Marichu. She's an online business owner, so doing this business full time now. Marima is an accountant, and Rosalind, she is a chef. And we also had Nurjaha. She is a stay-at-home mom as well.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Masmola. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay, our replay has subtitles with in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start earning online, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. Okay, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Once more, our topic for today is vision into reality. How do you turn your vision into reality? How to turn your goals into an action plan that works.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome again to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. So, today we are tackling a powerful truth, and that is, dreams without actions are just wishes. We need to take action if we wanted to achieve those dreams. So you can have the clearest vision, but without a plan, it stays in your head. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the good news here is that turning vision into reality is not luck,
Mm-hmm.
it's a strategy. Okay. And today we'll share three proven steps that make it happen. So that's what we're going to be talking today. So what are today's point?
Okay, our points for today. Number one, write it down, be specific. Number two, break goals into action steps. And number three, track progress and adjust.
Yes, so those are the points we're going to be talking today. So let's start with point number one.
Okay, so point number one, write it down and be specific. A goal in your head is a wish. A goal on paper is a plan. So here's this powerful. When you keep your goals only in your mind, they stay um, vague and they're a little abstract, right? But the moment you put them on paper, you give them shape, direction, and a starting point. So, research backed this up. Dr. Gail Matthews from Dominican University found that people who write down their goals, are 42% more likely to achieve them. That's almost half of your success simply by being intentional enough to write it down. And this is a very important step that sometimes we think that just because we think about it and we have it in our mind, that is a goal, right? That we want to achieve, but we don't have an action plan for it. We don't really take the time to think how we're going to get there. And that's the difference it makes when you actually put it down on paper and design a plan to get there. So when you write it down and you're intentional, it's not just about writing it, it's about being specific. Not I want more freedom, but I want to build an online business that replaces my full time income in 12 months so I can spend more time with my family. So that's how specific you have to be when you're writing down your goal. You have to really put down the things, you can't just say, I want freedom, and you're not doing anything and you don't have a plan on how to get there and you don't know what freedom is. You can't say I want more money because, well, maybe you get a raise, maybe they'll give you a 25-cent raise and that's getting more money, right? So you have to be very specific with what you want, um, by when you want to achieve it, and what that will create for you. So let me share a little bit about my story. When I first started, my goals were all over the place, right? I just I wanted more flexibility, or I do like to create something for myself. I wanted more time with my kids. And I always said, I wish there was another way. I'm sure there is another way. But I wasn't looking, I wasn't really actively like looking for solutions and putting them into place to create that. So my dream wasn't just it wasn't a goal. It was just a wish, right? Because I didn't have the plan that I needed. But when you really have a plan, it's not longer a wish. It becomes serious. You write it down and you have a clear vision to what you want. So, like what I could say now is I want to create a digital business that gives me the freedom to be present with my family while still creating financial stability. So that's a lot more intentional. It has, the specific things that I want instead of just thinking, there's got to be another way. Um, so those things started to shift once I started to really take my plan, my dream in serious and writing it down. So when you write it down, it becomes your compass, because when you know where you're going and where you need to head, it is making everything better. So each time I felt doubt or distraction, I came back to it and reminded myself, this is my why. I know what I'm doing. I know what I want, and here is what I have to do to get here, to get there. So my advice to you is write down your goals, because if you don't write them down, you're not holding yourself accountable. And when you don't hold yourself accountable, and you don't have the clear direction, then you don't have a clear path, you don't have a design plan to how to get there. So when you write it down, it really grounds you, it gives you clarity, and you have the action steps that you're going to take to get there.
Yes. Thank you, Isabel. Okay, let's move on to the next point.
So, apart from writing it down and looking at it every day, you have to break the goals down into action steps. So, the big vision, like you say, oh, I want to build a house. You don't just say, I want to build a house. You have to start from your resource, the finance, the architectural designs and things like that. All those people that you need to, the professionals that you need to engage, you've got to bring them on board. You've got to create um the action steps. When am I going to do this? When am I going to do that? So big visions fail when they feel overwhelming. The secret is breaking them into small, doable steps. It's just also like you want to start a career, a professional study. You don't just say, I want to become an architect today, or I want to become an architect in 5 years. Yes, to become an architect, to become a radiographer, to become anything that you want to become, to have in life, you've got to start one step at a time. Like when you go to college or you go to university, they don't lump everything and say do everything together, and no, they break them down into little doable steps for you. And that is when you'll be able to absorb them into you, and along the line, at after each steps, each milestone, probably they will give you some tests, some examinations, and you'll be accumulating your points. So the American Psychological Association shows that micro goals increase follow through by 40%. Instead of start a business, your steps could be watch the training, mhm, launch your first ad, share one post this week. All those tiny actions build unstoppable momentum. So this is what we are saying, that the same way, like if a woman wants to have 10 children, you don't say, I want to have 10 children in a at a time. So that is just it. No matter how hungry you are, you don't just take a bowl full of food and dump it inside you. You take them little by little. The same thing with your goals. Your goal is to be filled up, but you don't gulp everything in at the same time. It can choke you, it can cause bigger problems. So this is what we're saying.
Thank you, Musumola. Okay, so now let's go into point number three. So, track your track progress and adjust. So on this one, we're talking about the best goals aren't rigid; they are living, breathing guides. So tracking progress helps you see what's working and what's not. So that way you know where you're standing and what you need to modify. So one of the biggest mistakes people makes with their goals is treating them like they are carved in stone. So they think like, oh, that's it, and I'm not going to modify anything. But that's not true. The truth is the best goals aren't rigid. They are living, they're breathing guides. So when you track your progress, you can see what's actually working and where you might be stuck and where you can make a small but powerful adjustment. So,
Mhm.
um, um, your goals are, it should be adaptables, adaptables to what is happening out there, because like, this is your business, it's the same thing, like we're talking about online business, right? You set up your goals and you try this, but along the way you realize that it's not working. Well, guess what, you need to modify, tweak it a little bit. So that's why we say your goals are not set as a stone. You might have a plan and vision, but you have to reroute and then try something else to be able to achieve your goals and adjust it. So that's one of the mistakes that people say, okay, this is my goal and that's it, this is what I'm gonna do. But no, it's gonna change along the way. So you have to have that mind that adaptable and be flexible to make changes as you go through on your journey. So the second thing we're talking here is, it says Harvard Business Review found that companies who track progress are 70% more likely to hit their objectives than those who don't. Um, so for this one, think it of like, well, actually, we're going back to the previous point. Um, and I gave this example before, like think of like driving with GPS, okay? So you don't just put a destination and then stop staying, paying attention, you check your route, you notice there is traffic, and you reroute when there is necessary. But at the end of the day, you're going to be arriving to your destination. So goals are no different. So without tracking, you could be heading in the wrong direction without even realizing it. So that's why, you have to be flexible and, look, modify, tweak, and it will take you there. Now, going back to the Harvard Business Review, found that companies who actively track progress are 70% more likely to hit their objectives than those who don't. Okay. And that is because, if you don't track your progress, you don't know how you're performing. So you might thinking, you're performing well, but you're not. And then your business is not doing well. It's going the opposite. So that's why it's important to track how you're doing on your business. So there's different ways you can track this. You can use a spreadsheet, uh, to keep to track that way. You can use a diagram to see how um, you have your pieces placed. It's kind of like playing chess. You're always vision ahead of time, seeing the movement, of the opposite. So um, it's the same way on your business. You always have to think ahead and see, okay, so if I do this, what's gonna happen? So okay, so this might happen. So this is not a good move. So I have to modify. So that's why, tracking your progress is very important. Um, Okay, so that's proof that checking in regularly makes difference between wishing and winning. Because yeah, if you don't track, you are just wishing, and your wishing might not be turn out be positive because you didn't track your results. But if you're tracking your results, then you're winning because you know where you're standing and how to adjust along the way. Now, for the third point is that's why accountability matters. So, whether it's checking in with a coach or a team or simply reviewing your goals weekly, tracking keeps your vision alive. Okay. So, you might have your vision, but then if you have someone who is ahead or have a better knowledge, it can guide you to not to make mistakes, and make your business move better along the way. So that's why having someone that is accountable, and you can rely on and check, it really helps. So talking about this one, accountability is key. That might mean that checking with a coach or mentor, reviewing your goals with your team, or simply carving out 10 minutes at the end of the week to reflect. Every review keeps your vision alive, so your motivation is strong and your direction clear because you know where you're going. Um, so remember, progress is not about perfection, okay? It's about staying aligned and moving forward. So even if you made a mistake on something, like, oh, you had something in mind and then it didn't turn out that way because something happened and then you had to change, that's okay. It's not the end of the way. So look for other ways to modify and work with what you have and then try to make it better. So there's always a solution. We just have to step out, analyze, and see different options. So and having someone else who know more or have more knowledge will help you, to guide you more. And that way, you learn, and then you can help other also your team, so they don't make that same mistake. So that's it for me for point number 3. So what is the key takeaway for this point?
Today, the key takeaway is that the vision without action is just imagination, just stays in your imaginations. But when you write it down and you break it down and then track it, you transform it into reality.
Yes, so that's the key takeaway for today. And what is our message for the audience?
Okay, this message is for you. Drop the word vision in the comments or send us a direct message if you're ready to start turning your goals into a step-by-step plan that works.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, I mean, sorry, that was the message for the audience. And we have arrived to the end of our lives. Um, so we hope so that you got enlightened, on, it's important to have a vision. It's important to have a goal, and take action, and modify, along the way. So learn that your vision is not set a stone, so you need to track it, and you have to break it into small actions. Don't think like, oh, you're gonna go from point A all the way to point B. No, along the way between point A and point B, you're gonna have small steps that are gonna be able to take you that way. So at the same time, you're not gonna feel frustrated because you see your goal so far away. But you also, by breaking it down, you are able to reach those small milestones, and then you're gonna feel motivated to keep going, and that way will get you closer to where you want to go, what you want to achieve. So hopefully you got some tips from us today, learning how you to turn your goals into an action plan that works. Okay, so if you like something that we shared today, just put it in the comments and let us know what you like, what you learned, or if you encounter something similar, then let us know what experience you had in regards to this. And then we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. If you're watching us from Facebook and you guys are not following us, you can follow us up here on the top to get to know us a little bit more, who we are and what type of content we put in our pages, and more information about this online business opportunity. If you're watching us from YouTube and you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe to our channel and press that notification bell to get notified when we put new content and when we are going live. So that way you keep learning more about this online business opportunity. And when you feel ready, we'll be happy to guide you as mentors along the way. Plus, you also have the entire support of our global online community. So you're never alone on this journey. So saying that, if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, here are 3 ways you can do that. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have, or you can register directly into our website with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain 2 links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. That one will take you to a page that will have 2 buttons, one for Tuesday, one for Thursday. So you can register for either one or for both, since our live webinars are every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. Second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group, where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. So now you're probably wondering, so what is it that we're going to find out on the webinar? Well, on the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So if you want to catch last Thursday's live webinar before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Over to you. So last Thursday, our host was Elena, and she's a stay-at-home mom because she quit her job over 6 years now, and she is not regretting it. Now we had Rebecca, a retired teacher and mental health worker, and we had Alvina, who is an educator. You know, people different ages, different career and cultural backgrounds in different locations across the globe, all smiling in this business. What's the secret? Just join us and you will see it.
Okay, so on our webinar, we also had Marichu. She's an online business owner. We had Merma. She's an accountant. We also had Rosaline. She is a chef. And we had Nur Jaha. She is a stay-at-home mom as well.
So thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Mosumola. So yeah, so if you're catching the replay, our replays has subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages. So there you go. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. Or you can send those, private message or put in the comments more info, and we'll be happy to answer any questions. All right, so let's find out what is our topic for next Sunday.
Next Thursday, next Sunday, our topic will be the power of community. Why you don't have to build your dream alone.
Yes, that's right. So that's what we're going to be talking next Sunday. So we have arrived to the end of our lives. So remember, dreams inspire you, but action transforms you. So
Yes.
that's our message for today, just to end our live. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are already on Monday, and a happy and blessed weekend ahead, and a happy long weekend for Canadians and Americans who are celebrating a long weekend this weekend. Thank you everyone again for being here. And until the next episode of Eagles in Digital Business, a Candid Chit Chat with
All
all
of
of
us.
us. Thank you everyone for being here, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for watching.